Hey you guys, so welcome to Operation Moorhead. We finally wrapped up this duplex project here in Durham, NC. We've already put it on the market and it's already under contract. Stay to the end of the video and we'll share how much this went under contract for. Come take a look. So we're gonna show you guys the difference of what a staged side looks like and how staging changes the way a property feels when you walk in, and then what a non-stage. So we only chose to stage one of the sides. So this is obviously a duplex, so 2 units, 1801. Since we wrapped up, we obviously did new flooring, new paint. We've actually decided, and shout out to Angie, she picked and had this installed. We decided to put like an accent wallpaper wall. Wallpaper is back in, guys. I think that looks great. Simple stuff, you know, light fixtures, paint, door handles. So Durham, North Carolina as a market, we're near Raleigh, so the growth of Raleigh has really impacted and caused Durham to grow a lot as well. Durham is also a big market, so has its own stuff going for it, so it's not just dependent on Raleigh, but we obviously love Durham. There seems to be a lot of people looking to buy houses here because the demand has been crazy. This direct area or neighborhood that we're in for this project, it is a great area. Over the last like 5 years, I've really seen this area grow. I wouldn't say it used to be rough as in like the hood, but it was borderline probably about 5 to 8 years ago. But now we're seeing houses close by sell high 5 to 600,000, and you get into a little bit closer to like part of the historic area where they're selling for a lot more than that. So that's why we like this area. But we also like the area because it's really close to Duke. So we're about a mile away from Duke University. For those of you that don't know, Duke is one of the best private universities in the country. A lot of people do like Duke basketball, but UNC is what we root for. With a large institution like that, that just draws, you know, Duke Hospital, it draws, you know, higher professional people looking to live within the area, whether that's professors, lawyers, doctors, just higher income earning people are looking to move within a few miles of Duke, and it's just been growing due to that as well. So the way we find all our deals and the way that we found this deal is through a wholesaler. So a wholesaler brought us this deal. Well, really, they email blasted it. We saw the numbers. We were like, wow, this is a good deal for a duplex with multifamily, small multifamily. There aren't as many buyers. So we were one of the very few buyers, and we put 5,000 EMD hard day one without really seeing the property, which is how we locked it up. But we knew that with the numbers, we were good to go. So that's kind of how we found the deal. It was really brought to us by a wholesaler. We quickly closed and we're off to the races with rehab. This whole closet that you guys see here actually wasn't here. It was just a big open space. The laundry stuff was already here, so we just actually closed it in. That way they can have a closet for laundry and like washer and dryer. That was a cool little addition, I guess. Simple stuff, obviously new appliances. We got new granite countertops, backsplash, new cabinets, light fixture. I think this light fixture is pretty cool. This is my favorite faucet, gooseneck faucets with, I don't know, I just like this one, you know? So for this project, we didn't necessarily run into many construction issues besides like having to update the water heater. There were a few unexpected spots where we had to replace a little bit of the sheetrock due to it being old. But the biggest issue, I guess, and it wasn't like a huge issue, but when we took over, there was one vacant unit and then the other one was occupied by a resident. They were very easy to work with, super nice, super responsive, but they obviously needed time to move. So we had to wait almost 3 weeks to vacate one of the units, which put us back on that one about 3 weeks to be able to even start on renovating it. But we did get started on one of the sides, which is the side we're actually in now, to just get ahead of the project. And we were also able to change the roof while they were here. So although they were in the unit, we were able to start, and it didn't put us back too much. But those are kind of like the challenges, so to say, that we faced on this project. So right before we went under contract on this deal, our contractor and our partner and we all came here and we walked the deal to see it for ourselves, kind of take notes on what is going to need to be renovated. Apart from the obvious things like flooring, cabinets, light fixtures, appliances, things like that, We wanted to also make sure and check out the crawl space, roofing, the larger ticket items. And then we found out that it did not have central HVAC or central HVAC. So we had to rerun the numbers with adding that. With this deal, it definitely helped a lot walking in with our contractor, because in real time, we were able to get a rough estimate on what the numbers were gonna look like. So walking into the bedroom, the first bedroom on this side, we changed, obviously paint, flooring, added a vent here, and then also the light fixture or the fan. We also have access to the bathroom, which is on this side. So as I mentioned, walking in, new windows, toilet, vanity, new subway tile, pretty much everything new in the bathroom. It's just a normal bathroom, light fixture, mirror, just the normal. So this is the last bedroom. Again, very simple flooring, paint, new windows, and then the light fixture. The contractor for this deal, we had already worked with him on a few other deals that we had done, and he's very cheap to fit the budget. He was really not necessarily the only option, but for the price, he was a good option for this deal. Obviously that comes with its downsides, you get a little bit less quality, but he's willing to be coached. He listens when things are, I think that things are not correct. He always fixes them for the most part. So now let's go check out the stage side. So, make sure that door is closed. So the furniture speaks for itself. So as you guys can see, just walking in, it feels like home, like you can really see yourself maybe having conversations with your family here. Real estate, especially on the single family side, is an emotional buy. So when buyers are looking to buy, they buy emotionally. And if they feel like home, they feel like, wow, I can really see myself living here, then they will like the property. So we've started staging all of our deals. And since we started staging, we've seen the properties sell quicker, a lot more offers, like multiple offers, over ask offers, usually meaning higher bidding buyers, because I think personally it's an emotional buy. People like it, they love it, it feels like home, etc. The design aspect for this deal, regarding like the paint, so we actually used this paint for the first time in one of our Durham flips with our partners Angie and Ethan. Shout out to Angie and Ethan. To be completely honest, I was not a fan of this paint color at first, but it grew on me. And so since then, I think we're going to start, and also I think this is like what most people are starting to use now, like the off cream is now in. It used to be the grays, now we're in, off creams are in. So you'll see a lot more people using this off cream color, so to say. And then we wanted to keep it like pretty simple, but also just look kind of aesthetic. So we went with like the black countertops, the black fixtures. That's pretty typical. It's not like anything crazy. And then the light fixtures here and there. Everything just very simple, black, like very minimalist kind of vibe. That's kind of what we went for. It's just the duplex. Looks better than most of the comps here, but it's not crazy expensive because we're not using like any crazy fixtures or anything like that. So that's how we chose the design for this. So as far as marketing strategies for this property, our partner was an agent, so they listed it for us. Due to the area, little supply, specifically small multifamily, in this area, it was a very desired property. So we had a lot of people, as soon as we listed it, a lot of people reach out, a lot of people scheduled tours, and then we had an open house the next day. Shout out to Angie, and I think Alejandra was also there for helping on that. We weren't there, obviously, but we heard that there were a lot of people here, and that just creates a lot of hype. So we got multiple offers and eventually picked an offer. So that's kind of how we went about it. Again, just having a great agent helps significantly to make sure your property gets sold, and it gets sold for a good price. So as far as how we knew what to list this property for, a few months ago, and while we were doing our underwriting before we bought this property, there was a duplex right down the road, about a quarter of a mile, that was not as nice and also had like a very weird parking situation. So I think most of the residents have to park on it wasn't like a main road, but it's a decent busy road kind of thing, and it sold for $375. So after we saw our product compared to theirs, we realized that okay, we'll list it for $375, and we're pretty confident that we would get more than $375, but that was a comfortable price for us to list at, and that was the price that we underwrote our ARV at. So that's kind of how we decided to list at that price. Let's check out the master bedroom, shall we? I mean, you can take a look at the bathroom, but look at how, oh my goodness, look at how different this looks compared to the other rooms, just vacant, bare. They even, like, the attention to detail with the books. This is, wow, what book is this actually? The Widow of the South. But the attention to detail is awesome. We used $0 of our own money for this deal. We got a hard money loan, so we bought this property at $235, put about $60,000 into it, so all in about $295. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, my calculator, my brain was processing. So $295 roughly, plus holding costs. I'm sure that's probably like another 10, 15, whatever. So the hard money provider provided a majority of that $295 roughly. And then we brought on a private money lender to fund the gap or the down payment that was required by the hard money lender. And then also to fund payments for the hard money lender, as well as some CapEx mobilization funds to have on hand. Due to the draw process, if you know what hard money or how hard money works, you have to first front the payment and the work, and then you have a draw process. So an inspector will come, make sure you did the work, whatever it was, and then finally pay you for that work. So you have to have a little bit of capital up front, but basically we're in it $0. So just a breakdown on the numbers here. So as I mentioned, we bought this for $235, put about $60 in it, and probably like another $15K holding costs. So let's say $310 all in, $315, whatever. We listed it for $375, got a $25,000 over ask offer, so we're under contract at $400,000. After all costs, agent commissions, holding fees, the spread is about $63,000 on this deal. It took us about 2 months for rehab, and then it'll be another 30 days or so for the closing. So roughly 3 to 3.5 months. So that's like 100 days roughly. So not bad for a 100-day project, right? Piece of advice for anyone or any of you guys: make sure you have enough cash reserves, because you don't want to be stressed about not having enough cash to either pay your debt or pay the hard money lender, but also try to pay the contractor to start. That can slow down the project, which will take longer, which will cost more money. So just make sure you have enough cash reserve, whether you're funding it yourself or you're using a private money lender or pretty much someone else's money. But make sure you get enough money when you close. What do you guys think about this light though? Anyways, that will wrap today's video up, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them down in the comment section below and we will try to answer, or maybe we'll make a video on it. Peace. Have a good day.